Horse Pop was a bad dude who ran around with a lot of bad boys. He got hairy legs. They turned blonde in the sun. Horse blonde. Let's get into it. Skip it up and that up. So I have a news flash for you. The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S are hard to find. Isn't that shocking? That's what you come to me for the groundbreaking, hard to find news. I'm gonna suck on this. Well, this slipped under my radar, and it probably slipped under yours. Well, on February 24th, Joe Biden signed an executive order to help increase production of chips and processors for the pharmaceutical industry, the technology industry, not just gaming, but it also would include the PlayStation 5 and Series X. And the executive order launches a 100-day review across 4 key industries: semiconductors, critical minerals, pharmaceuticals, and large capacity batteries for electric vehicles. Tesla must be smiling about this. Well, anyway, to go into more depth about this, I'm going to read this from Games Radar, and then we will discuss. President Joe Biden pledged a 100-day review of supply chains, as well as $37 billion, which wasn't yesterday. Like I said, this is over a week ago now. February 24th was on a Wednesday, to fund legislation that will accelerate manufacturing for chips used in the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. The shortage of semiconductors has also affected production amongst U.S. automakers, pharmaceutical companies, and other major manufacturers. The scarcity, which extends worldwide, has been exacerbated by the pandemic, as was the main topic of a conversation between Biden and lawmakers yesterday. I'm directing senior officials in my administration to work with industrial leaders to identify solutions to the semiconductor shortfall, Biden announced. Congress has authorized a bill. They need $37 billion to make sure that we have this capacity. And I'll push for it as well. I got hairy legs, and they also turn blonde in the sun. Corn Pop. Now, if you're expecting there to be stock magically overnight of the next-gen consoles and more Ryzen 5000 series chips and Radeon RX 6000 series graphics cards, the list goes on, NVIDIA 3000 series graphics cards, I could go walk into Best Buy right now and pick one up. Actually, I did see a brand new Nintendo Switch there yesterday. I did. So that's a good sign. But hopefully this goes into the right direction where we can see, and more importantly is the medical industry, the automotive industry. Those are crucial, man. They need to get their semiconductors so they could get their life-saving products, especially the pharmaceutical industry, out the door. It's a little bit more important than us getting gaming consoles. So don't expect this to, like I said, have all of the next-gen systems at your local brick-and-mortar store, even on Amazon tomorrow, but this is a good sign, and this is going in the right direction. So, I mean, look, like I said, this is why I thought the console should have been delayed, especially with the pandemic, and pretty much everything, and I'm usually wrong about most stuff. I even made a mistake talking about the PS5 being able to crypto mine. But this was one that I knew this was all going to happen. We were going to have shortages. The consoles still, to me, feel half-baked. The UI on both systems needs work, and there's no games, really. There's no must-have games. I know people are going to disagree with me on that, but I still hold to it. So I really think that we could have waited for the next generation of consoles, like I said, until summer of this year, if not a little later. But Sony and Microsoft and their shareholders wanted them to get the consoles out the door, so here we are. And the thing is, for everyone who's arguing against me about this, do you have one? I mean, the only reason I got mine was because, shout out to my editor, Jay Hooft over at 3KB. I was literally going for a walk, and he was like, dude, they're already having PlayStation 5 pre-orders a day early. Walmart put them out. They shouldn't have. Go pick one up. I wouldn't have gotten them. I would have been in the same boat as many of you guys. I wouldn't have gotten any of these consoles. Most of the reason I got the consoles is due to my editor. So you probably don't have the consoles anyway. So what would have mattered if they waited so they could have more supply, so they could have worked on the UI more? So Sony could have had their NVMe slot actually working out of the gate, so you could store games on your system and not have to keep on deleting them and re-downloading them. Gee, wouldn't that be convenient, Sony? Wouldn't that just be really convenient? So anyway, beyond all that, this is good news. More so, most importantly, for the pharmaceutical industry. So we'll wait and see if this yields any results for consumer products like the PlayStation 5 and Series X. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.